All right, aloha. So this is a video for chapter 6. I need another hand. Chapter 6 and key terms for IT 480. So let me take a look at my notes here. And in this chapter, as you may recall, we're kind of moving up the network stack. So we've talked about the physical layer and the data link layer. Now we're talking about layer 3, which is the network layer in our OSI model. So all of the terms for this chapter are things that are related to layer 3, and we'll be dealing with the networking aspect of it. So for sure, you should understand what is a network hop. We use that especially when we discuss trace routes or boundary hops. So you should understand what a network hop is and what's meant by that. And more generally, just the network layer. What are the activities? What are the things that occur at the network layer of our model? What are the functions that happen here? Other key terms: time to live, which kind of sounds like James Bond, like Mission to Kill or something like that, Mission Impossible. But time to live, TTL, and also MTU. Those are two acronyms that you should be familiar with and understand what they are and how they're configured and used. Another really common term that you should be familiar with is NAT, N-A-T, and related, basically a synonymous thing, not usually used, but a synonym of that is PAT, P-A-T. But far more commonly, you'll hear it just called NAT, network address translation, instead of public address translation. So you should be familiar with what that means and what are examples of both private and public address spaces, IP address spaces. And we'll see that more in some of the future OSI models as we continue to go up. A loopback or a local interface or address. And lastly, default gateway. And I know we've talked about the default gateway before, but that really becomes pertinent here in a network at layer 3 of our network of our OSI model. So understanding what a default gateway is, how to determine the default gateway based off of a network diagram and information and what that traffic flow looks like. If I'm sitting at my desk and I try to go to google.com, what does that look like? Who is responsible for what part of that overall communication? So those are the things associated with this chapter that hopefully you know, and good luck. Look forward to our next video. Aloha.